I'm a psychologist and a mother. And whenever I take my daughter to birthday parties and people know what I do for a living, the same scenario always happens. Other mothers always come to me and start asking me questions about their kids. My kid is being bullied. Should I interfere or let him stand up for himself? My son is asking me if he can marry me. I don't know what to answer that. My son is throwing tantrums. Is it because I'm too harsh? Is it because I'm too nice? I really don't know. And because this kept on happening, I realized that these mothers have a problem and that they don't have a place to go to have their questions answered. This is where Momadvice comes in. Momadvice is an online platform that will allow these mothers to instantly chat with licensed counselor and have their questions answered anytime, anywhere. You might be wondering, of course, there's a place for these mothers to find solutions for their problems. Unfortunately, there's not. Because the first thing they do is go online. And when they go online, the Google search takes them either to parenting articles that offer a wide and generalized advice, or to parenting articles that are usually based on the user's experience. And what works for a kid doesn't always work for another, because every kid is unique and every family dynamic is different. And there is the actual therapy, which is a very big step to overcome, because it's admitting that your kid has a problem, which most mothers don't like to do, and it's not always anonymous. Not to mention, it's really expensive and time-consuming. Momadvice will be solving all these problems by being the middle ground between the online search and the actual therapy. Mothers can talk to counselors, have their questions answered, get the right advice from the safety of their own home, anonymously, and for the fraction of the cost. These mothers would only be paying a weekly subscription of $15 or a monthly subscription of $50, 80% of which will be going to psychologists to ensure that you have the best ones on board. Even though all mothers have issues with their kids, our primary target market would be mothers that are between the age of 25 and 40, that come from mid to high level income households, that are educated and tech savvy. Being tech savvy, they would most likely own a smartphone, which makes it a huge market of 400 million mothers, because 1 of every 5 smartphone users is a mother. Mothers are the most engaged demographic online. They tend to spend twice as much time online as the general population, and they are 60% more likely to purchase online. But being connected all the time isn't always a good thing, because whatever is happening in the world is happening to these mothers. They open their TV and they're shooting in France. They're browsing social media and reading articles and posts about wars and violence and every bad thing that's happening in the world. And then they start wondering, am I really preparing my kid the best I can to face this world that isn't as pretty as I'm trying to paint it for him? And these are not just assumptions. In our small booth in BDL last week, 7 mothers came to us for live counseling sessions. We haven't launched yet, and we have over 100 mothers waiting for the beta testing phase. We have 10 psychologists on board. We're planning to fully launch in April 2016 with 500 mothers, which we want to be targeting by inbound marketing. We want to be creating articles about the problems that are happening today and finding them solutions. We want these mothers to love us, trust us, and think about us whenever they have a problem. We're planning on going regional in January 2017, and then global in January 2018, because we believe this is a global problem. By the end of the 3rd year, we want to be having a customer base of 60,000 users, and we want to be generating $500,000 in income per month. We believe, actually, that we are the perfect team to do this. I myself am a psychologist and a mother. I am my own customer. Nicholas, my co-founder, is a child counselor. He works with kids on a daily basis, and he knows the positive impact that counseling has on children and on changing their lives. Rami, our business developer, works in a private equity firm with a lot of experience. And Ray, our developer, has already worked on a startup and knows the challenges startups face whenever they're growing. With your help, with our skills combined and your help, we want to use technology to empower mothers and to make them less worried, and so they can spend more quality time with their kids. Because at the end of the day, what is more important to a mother than her children? And what are our children if not the future of this world? Thank you.